Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
Hey, that's us, Jim and Todd here, the Take a Listing Today podcast. I'm Jim, along with my co-host, Todd.
And over here in the corner, wearing red, white, and blue, our producer, Lisa Gray, in the house.
Red, white, and blue. Post 4th of July patriotism.
Look at that. Still staying
here.
Patriotic, believing and standing for the country.
Yeah, I like that. Well, welcome to our show today. Don't forget our website, takealistingtoday.com. It has all kinds of great things for you to look at. And speaking of great things on today's show, our topic is the number one way to turn online leads into clients. Now, if you're going through all the hassle of making your website generate leads for you, don't you want it to actually convert into sales? Of course you do, right?
Yes.
So we're going to go over that. But first, I'm told, as always, this is the humor segment of the program where Lisa dials up some people, and we might talk with the AT&T operator, or we might talk with somebody in
We might actually
Saudi
get Bob
Arabia.
on the line. We might actually get a...
Yes. But we are actually going to try to talk to somebody. Bob
Risk, and he is our winner of our weekly contest, and he does not know it yet because it's being announced on Friday. It's always announced on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not aware, so we're going to surprise him on the phone.
This will be great.
And then actually have a conversation with him. He's a Market Dominator member, and I would love to talk to him about that, find out more about that, why he's doing that form of marketing. Okay.
Well, he's a smart guy, obviously. That's why he's doing that. But
Minimally.
yeah.
Minimally smart dude, yes.
Minimally? Maybe we'll cut that part out.
Minimally. Is that a word?
Minimally. It is, but I don't think we want to refer to the customers of our fine sponsor, Prospects Plus, by saying they are minimally intelligent.
Well, I meant in addition to other qualities we're unaware of. Minimally, he's intelligent.
Oh.
You're not getting the context. That was actually a compliment.
Okay.
It took show number 95 until we start fighting on the air.
That was a compliment. I hate to hear an insult.
Hello.
Hi, this is Bob Risk with Brookstone Realtors. I
Uh-oh.
hope you're having a great day.
Not now.
Well, we were having a great day until
We'd
you
have a better day if you
slighted
answered,
us.
Bob. Yep.
Now what do we do?
We're going on to Ben.
Yeah, we're going to call Ben.
Go home? Oh, Ben.
Ben is not winning tomorrow, but he might win today. He could still be a winner today.
He might.
So Ben is an agent, a customer of Prospects Plus.
Mm-hmm.
He just booked a farm inspiration campaign, a one-year campaign. We're going to give him a call.
All right.
right.
And we have up here, somebody put our new Take a Listing
we
Today
have a lot of prizes
t-shirt
up here.
We have that. We have the coffee mugs.
And we have a couple extras. It's a third printing. Become a listing legend.
Yeah, we keep running out of those.
We
folks,
do,
because
actually.
Down to one.
people are buying them and winning them.
We have a stack of 10 hidden in the back.
Well, that's probably a good idea. We hide some so that way we don't run completely out. I'm with you on that.
As long as we
Good
don't hide it
idea.
from ourselves.
All right. Oh, you know what? It's a good thing we're doing a show about responding
Yes.
to calls because nobody's answering their phone for some reason.
I could be a lead.
Try
I could
Bob
be an
again. Try Bob
online
again.
lead.
I have a feeling Bob will answer for
You
real.
think so?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let's try it.
Is that called the double call?
It's the double call, and he's going to think, ooh, they want me, they need me at Summit, and he's going to win.
Want me.
That used to be a thing where if the same number called you back within a certain time period, it would bypass an answering service and it would,
Was it really?
yeah.
That's a thing.
It
should
was
be
a
a
thing. It's
thing.
probably not a thing anymore.
Should be a thing.
Hello, it's Bob.
Urgency.
Sticking up.
You pretend to be
You sound just
Bob.
like Todd. Wait a minute.
That's weird.
All right, so the double call didn't work. All right.
Well,
Good
it
thought.
was worth a shot.
We won't teach that strategy in the future.
No.
It's not going
Do
in
not
his
do
voice.
the double call. Now we broke his voicemail as well.
Maybe he's
All right.
speaking on the other
Maybe
line.
he's calling the authorities. This number keeps crank calling me. Can we? If you see,
No, that's
yep.
Bob. All right.
If you
all right,
see
we're gonna
take a
try
listing
Bob.
today on your telephone,
Yeah.
go ahead and answer it. It's great.
Yeah.
Who are we calling now?
I'm calling Robert.
Oh, you're going down to North
Yeah,
Carolina.
I'm skipping. I'm trying to mix it up. Keep it fresh. Keep it new.
So, Robert, we're going to say hello, ask him what he's doing.
Yes.
Asking what's new in life.
13 months, 100 home.
Hello, it's Robert.
Robert, this is Jim and Todd and Lisa from the Take a Listing Today podcast. We're calling on behalf of Prospects Plus. Have you heard of that place?
Yeah, I've done business with you guys.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that is very convenient.
That's why we're calling you, Robert. We're actually doing a live podcast, and we wanted to hear about your campaign you're doing, if you have a second, and give you a chance to win a prize on our show here, a gift card for anything on the website.
Oh, okay.
Tell us.
Try to hold back your enthusiasm, Robert. I noticed that
Well, in all fairness, we did catch him off guard.
we did. We don't pre-plan these calls at all.
Tell us about your campaign, what you have in place right now. What made you go that direction? Because that's impressive.
Well, this is actually part 2 of my campaign that I'm doing. I have approximately about 100 homes in and around the subdivision where I'm at. So the first part of the campaign that we did 4 postcards sent out that were basically, we went out. The first one went out, then we followed up 2 weeks after that, 2 weeks after that, and 1 month after that, just to try to get my name out there, and the real, my realty company, whatever its name out there.
Awesome,
And
awesome.
So now we're up with I guess I'm signed up for like a yearly campaign where I'm sending out postcards like the one that has the newspaper format to it.
Yep.
I'm sending those out monthly now, just trying to be the number one realtor in my area, in my subdivision.
I love it. And that campaign, you only had to do one time, correct? And it's all set up for you unless you want to go in and change it, correct?
Yeah, exactly so.
Super
So
easy.
it allows me to do what I wanted to do, which is I wanted to do a listing special on the postcard, which what I'm doing, 2 rooms that I'm painting at my cost for a listing client, as well as professionally measured and professionally photographed at my expense as well. So that's my listing special that I could have included on that, and it allowed me to do so.
What a great pointer. What a great idea to get you standing out. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, you got to have some niche, something that makes you different from everybody else.
Yeah,
That's a great
so
idea.
Smart. So smart.
Awesome.
Well, you know what? Yep, go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
You really, in my area here over in Raleigh, where the market is.
Oops, you might be cutting out on your. Are you on your cell phone? Robert?
Lisa, did the line go dead again?
Yeah. Let me.
Wow. Well, you know what?
That was. We're gonna have to call him 10 minutes before the show and say we're calling you.
You wanted to call Robert. We should have went in order. We wouldn't have this issue.
We're calling him back. Hey.
I mean, Robert was playing along, and then all of a sudden he had enough of us.
It was going good.
Yellow.
It was.
Oh, there he is. There he is. We got
Did
him.
we offend you?
I think you were driving up in the hills, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that last part about your campaign, and then we're going to give you a chance to win a prize. We know you're on the road. Thanks for taking the call, and congratulations. You've done something that 95% of realtors out there have not done. Every time they're going to go do a postcard, they have to go sit down manually do it. So you're already steps ahead of the game, and you want to brand yourself in that city. I love the mindset, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's real nice because of the way that the format is like I said, I have mine is like a newspaper type of format, and every postcard that goes out is going to be the same kind of format. So it'll kind of give that recognition. They'll see the newspaper postcard, and they'll hopefully, remember me as being the one that sent it.
Love it.
Great game plan. Well, Robert, we've got for you a special occasion today to win some wonderful things. What are we going to offer to Robert, Lisa?
$100 Prospects Plus gift card.
Nice.
Wow, that's terrific.
A T-shirt from our podcast, and Todd's book, Become a Listing Legend.
He only gets that if what happens, though. This is not easy.
Yeah, he's got to play the game.
Yep, it's a simple game, Robert. Oh, you'll love it. And because we like you, we're going to give you the question and 3 answers, A, B, or C. You just tell us which one of the 3. So you have a 33% chance of winning right off the bat.
Right, and your prizes are incredible. So, I wouldn't even use the coffee mug when you get it. You're going to want to put it up somewhere and just look at it.
It's a showpiece for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang up the shirt. And all right.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
All right, here is your question, Robert. According to the National Association of Realtors, 30% of home buyers in 2020 had what? Is it A, a bachelor's degree, B, an associate's degree, or C, no education at all? How smart are buyers out there?
B, C, D, or
I
E?
have a guess, but
E, a headache.
They had a headache.
yeah, because I can't find somewhere.
I would say back degree, so that figure might be.
You would say what?
Bachelor's degree? All right. Is bachelor's degree the correct answer? Oh, it is!
Robert.
Congratulations, Todd. What did Robert just win?
Robert just won a $100 gift card for anything on ProspectsPLUS.com website. Take a listing today shirt that's only been out for 2 weeks and a signed copy of the book Become a Listing Legend, which I have a feeling he's well on his way to doing.
We don't want to see that book on eBay, Robert, so read that and enjoy it.
Or at a garage sale if we go by your street in 2 months, okay?
Look forward to reading the book. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Robert. Thank you for being a customer of Prospects Plus. And Lisa will get a hold of you here later on to get you your stuff.
Have a great
Terrific.
day.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Thanks, Robert. Have a great day.
All right. Winner every time. See, the first person won. I mean, we called 12 people to get to that person, and he hung up on us one time, but we eventually
Right.
got him to play our game. So awesome.
How fun is that?
All right. Well, the first people we called might need to know this information, how to turn online leads into clients. And I'll give you a hint. It means that maybe you should answer your phone or call them back.
And I will say, those of you watching and listening right now, this is the exact same, our topic that we're going to cover today. Dave Ramsey, right? The Wealth, right? He has the Wealth, what is it, the radio show? And he has
all that, yeah.
bunch of books. He hired one of our friends, Dean Jackson, because he had a ton of leads and they weren't able to convert. So he hired one of our people that we use for our marketing to fly in and help him with his team on this exact subject.
Wow.
So
To be able to
that's-
convert, to know how to convert better.
Correct. They had a
That's
ton
really
of leads,
interesting.
no conversion.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's find out. So here's some great information. Every year, National Association of Realtors publishes a survey, and every year we learn that real estate consumers, instead of using their past agent, they go with the new first agent that they meet. Now that is a very, is right. That's a very sad state of affairs, unless you can use this fact to your advantage.
Hey, before we go any further,
Mm-hmm.
what's the number one way to not have that happen to you as an agent?
Don't offend your client.
Yeah, that would be one way.
Or 3727, do never get out of touch with them because
Yeah.
they think you're gone.
That'll work
It's the
too,
sphere.
yes.
Right.
It's the sphere. Actually, the business base is great at helping you set up a way. In other words, our planner, our 12-month planner, that is free from Prospects Plus, free. And in the show notes, if you go down there, click on the link, you can get the 12-month planner for free, and in there is a business base that talks about how to stay in contact with your sphere. So that doesn't happen. I know I'm off subject, but before we go
Right.
on any further, I just want to talk about that.
I was thinking that our show's sponsored by, I've been on their website a couple of times, ProspectsPlus.com,
Right.
that
Yeah.
they might have something so you can
Yes.
keep in touch with your sphere of influence, your past clients, things like that. But let's not muddy up. Thank you,
No,
Lisa,
no,
for
no.
bringing that up. We want to talk about the need for speed. An older study of call response times to online leads shows 35% to 50% of sales go to whomever reaches the prospect first.
It's a contest.
It is a contest. And the same study revealed that the chances you'll actually make contact with an online lead go down the longer you wait to call. It's some kind of inverse curve there, I believe.
Exactly.
Yeah. In fact, it decreases by more than 10 times in the first hour. So unless you're a one-woman or one-man show wearing all the hats in your real estate business, it's crazy not to call online leads as soon as possible.
And here's what's great. There are many tools out there. In other words, let's say you follow up with an online lead and it goes into voicemail. A lot of realtors are using, because I get to talk to them all the time, some of the best realtors are using a thing called Calendly, Calandy. What it is if you don't get them live, You can just text them this link, and they hit the link, and they can schedule, and they see your schedule, and you block out when you're available, when you're not.
Yeah.
And I think after the free trial, it's like $40 a month. So if you don't get them, they see that and go, wow, professional and efficient.
At least there's something.
Correct.
Right.
And there's other things like that out
Yeah.
there.
Or you've got to have an assistant, somebody to answer. If you think of the value of
Mm-hmm.
each lead that you're losing, if you know on average you earn $8,000 in commission or whatever, you have an idea of what you earn on average, and you're missing that call and it's going to someone else, isn't it worth it to have an assistant or somebody answering
Right.
that
One more
phone?
system in place that
Yeah.
that they can schedule with you if you don't get them.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Because they're going to call the next person. Because are they really only reaching out to one
No,
realtor?
it's just like a plumber. If something breaks, you're going to call. If they don't answer, you're going to keep
Yeah,
calling because I want
I
that
do
fixed
it.
now.
And
Yeah.
people immediate gratification, right?
Right. We're in the
If they
microwave
can't get
society.
it-
Fast food, microwave. Yeah.
Right,
Yep.
right. So here's the new number. Responding to a lead within 5 minutes is optimal. Now consider this. A red hot lead is an online visitor who takes the time to enter her real name and real contact information. How do we know it's her real name, Lisa?
I
What if
guess
you're making
when
up a name?
When you make the call.
Well, and
Well, if it says Betty Rubble, the chances are higher that there is not
right.
another Betty Rubble.
well, and here's a famous example of in real estate that happens where a lot of times they'll be sitting in front of the house. They walked around the house. They've seen the photos online, and they're calling the realtor right now. And if that realtor doesn't pick up, they will call a realtor that will make the appointment and get them in.
Right.
So think about that little piece of urgency is a $8,000 check or
Right,
more or
right.
less sitting there based on your efficiency.
Yep.
That's a great point. Don't spend the money putting a yard sign in the front yard with your name and phone number on it if you're not going to answer the phone.
Right.
Right.
Because you have a chance to double in that thing. So your 8 could go to 16.
Oh my gosh, totally.
We didn't even
If you're not
think.
going to do that, you should just say, call any agent for information.
Right. That's
So,
what it should say.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
like it.
So basically, red hot leads require your immediate attention. They don't come along every day. They want to hear from you and the other 5 to 10 agents that they're talking to immediately. Make sure that you become the first agent that they speak with. Call back within 5 minutes, and you'll not only have the best chance of reaching that person, but callbacks within 5 minutes convert better than callbacks made later. If you wait half an hour, your chances with the lead will plummet by 21%.
Well, and think about this. That number is so important, and it's probably worse in this market as people are listening and watching right now. When the market gets back to normal, but think about that number, in other words, people want to make it happen now because they don't
Right.
know if interest rates, what's going to happen to that.
Right.
There's a lot of uncertainty, even though the market's red hot right now.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to start with things that you should not say.
Things to not say.
Do not say these things. All right.
Like half the stuff we do on the show.
Right.
Don't if you're going to do a podcast.
Don't do that.
That's another podcast.
Right.
What not
It's a
to
different
do on
podcast. How to do a good podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when you call, be prepared for the call back. If the lead expressed an interest in a particular property, print out the listing and familiarize yourself with it fully before you call. Then don't be overtly salesy. What?
Salesy. Overtly salesy.
That's a
It's
Wisconsin
tongue-
term.
It's a tongue twister. Say it fast 5 times.
It's a Wisconsin term. Okay, great. We get it.
You get the idea, right? Okay. Let the lead take the lead. Wow, I'm done. All right.
All right. So wait.
You do this on purpose?
Take a sip of
I'm
water. I
just
got
seeing
you.
if you're how awake you are.
So let the lead ask questions. Let the lead share what their vulnerability is, what their problem is, what they're wanting. So in other words, the realtor is going to have an inclination to want to verbally vomit. Oh my God, here's all this amazing stuff.
Right.
So we know where we're going to go as a realtor. We know we're going to close them. We know we're going to help them do this. So let's let the lead let all the air out of the tires. Then we can, based on what they said, we can steer them in the right direction.
Well said.
Yeah,
I couldn't say it that well. Clearly,
she did
You
word
couldn't.
it to throw you off. I noticed that.
She did. That's all right. I'm like a thick skin. We're
Trying
good.
to keep you on your toes, you know.
We're good. So follow the lead of the lead. If he or she is chatty and doesn't seem in a rush to get off the phone, then keep chatting. Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe go have dinner. I don't know. All right. If on the other hand, the lead is all business and seems rushed, take that as a clue to keep it brief. All right.
Well, and so here's what I wrote down in our producer meeting. So what not to say or what to say. I wrote down match and mirror. So you just brought up a good point. If they're in a hurry, right? If they're on the phone in a hurry, matching and mirroring, which is a strategy from Tony Robbins from Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It just means that you're going to match and mirror their rate of speed. So if they're slow and gentle, you're going to go slow and more gentle. If they're fast, boom. So the other than conscious mind says, well, this person thinks just like me. So it puts you in rapport automatically. So it's a great thing to do no matter which way the conversation's going, because you could possibly steer it back.
Lisa, if the caller has a Tennessee twang, should that be reflected in your voice then?
Yes, you should immediately take on that twang, even if you do it
Right.
incorrectly and they think you're making fun of them.
Or if you have to fake the English accent, go for it. We hope it works. Good luck with that.
Okay. We wish you success.
If
Okay.
it's a woman, raise your voice to
Yes.
a higher pitch.
Match and mirror, but be yourself. You have to be you.
Okay. So what should you say? Here's an example. Hi, John. This is Anita Deal.
I need a
This would be
deal.
like I need a deal.
Oh, look at that. She thinks she got us. She thinks she got
Here
us.
comes the mascara. All right.
I need a deal.
I really need to start rereading these beforehand, so that way I don't. But it's kind of better this way.
Okay.
Actually.
Yep.
Hi, John. This is I need a deal with the world's
It could have been worse.
best.
With the real estate
world's
brokerage.
best brokerage. I'm following up on your request for information on the home for sale at 123 Main Street. How can I help? Now zip it and listen. Answer the lead's questions and gauge whether he's got time to talk or needs to be let go. If it's the former, ask a non-threatening question. You gonna sell you this house or else?
Or else.
All right, okay. Here are your questions.
Now, these are some great qualifying questions to ask them while we're on the phone.
We're up to our second sheet of
Tissue boxes.
tissue paper over there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'm okay.
Are you?
So some
That's
qualifying
debatable.
questions. Are you currently working with a real estate agent? That might be a question you might want to ask or don't ask, because if they call you with enthusiasm, you're their agent. So watch this. Qualify 100% of the people 100% of the time.
Absolutely. You might want to ask it when they're planning on moving. Have you spoken with a lender? Do you have a home to sell before you can buy a home? And don't let that lead hang up on you without getting permission to follow up by phone, text, or email. Very important. Very important. You might want to offer to send them a free report, such as the 4 mortgage options with low down payments. You can get that on ProspectsPLUS.com.
And
Wow.
that right there is incredible. So either rewind this or listen to that, because think about this. The average agent will get off the phone and have nothing. So the great agent is going to say, hey, let me email you something. So now I'm going to give you something of value. So the law of reciprocity means, well, they just gave me. So once we find out their needs, we can go back and look at all the free reports, give them the one that they, that most fits in that moment.
Well, and this is a trust building exercise. They don't
Right.
know you. So if somebody's asking for personal information from me, and we all have it happen, right? When we're
Right.
calling somebody on the phone, I don't want to give it out because I know they're going to harass me. But if they give me a valid reason to give it to them, oh, hey, I'm going to email you this. You're going to love this report. And they say the name of it. And I think, ooh, I actually do want that. Now there's a reason. Now it makes sense. They're giving me something instead of
Right.
taking something from me. Yep.
Right, you're giving out first.
Yep.
Then stuff will come to you later on. So if you haven't guessed it by now, the key to turning online leads into sales is speed. So get back to them as quickly as you can, and preferably before anybody else does, for the highest chance of success in turning them into your new client. And one final note, online leads are among the best that you'll get in real estate. So be brief, don't be salesy, and get permission to follow up.
And look at this. Make this a system. Put this in place. This is not a maybe. You're halfway through the year right now, watching and listening right now. And guess what's going to happen in 2 or 3 months? We see it every year. The average agent is going to go into cruise control November, December. Keep your foot on the gas. Keep implementing what we're chatting about every month, and we promise you, you will destroy your competition. You will become the market dominator.
Absolutely. Did we get everything?
Yes, we did.
All right.
Love it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us today. Don't forget, today's podcast is brought to you by our friends at Prospects Plus. Go visit their website at ProspectsPLUS.com. You'll be very glad that you did. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.